My name is Rhapsody and welcome to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition. Now, if you've been with the channel for a while, you might be thinking, Rhapsody, what are you doing? You've done Dark Souls before. You've done Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition before. You played it on the channel. What are you redoing old series now? When's Jade Cocoon coming back? Well, never. I finished Jade Cocoon. Dark Souls, however, I'm going to be redoing, but I'm going to be doing it with an extra level of challenge. I'm going to be doing a Soul Level 1 run, which means I'm going to be having to play as the Pyromancer class, the only class that starts at Soul Level 1. And we're never going to level up our character throughout the entirety of the game. And then we're just going to see whether or not we can win. I don't know. Maybe we can. Probably we can. It is the entry tier challenge run in the Dark Souls kind of world. It's also worth noting that a large reason to do this, to get back into Dark Souls, specifically Dark Souls 1 Prepare to Die Edition, is because Bandai Namco is going to be releasing a remastered Dark Souls on the 25th of May this year. So this is gonna get me back in the mood, back in the tone, back in the saddle with you. And let's pick up Pyromancer. I'm going as female Pyromancer because the female Pyromancer has better looking armor than Dragon Scholar. I usually go Stora Royal. Ponytail B and red. Good. I got the Master Key as well. Awesome. And the name is 1 just to remind me of the fact that I'm supposed to be not leveling up my character. Lest I sit at a bonfire and go, ooh, time to level up my bugger. There we go. We are also going to be running DS Fix, the mod for the game that makes it much better to control, but on top of that also adds the option to play it in 60 frames per second, which sometimes you need to turn off because it has the unfortunate effect of shortening jump distances. So you'll see sometimes I'll swap the game back down to 30 frames per second so that I can make a certain jump. One of the big reasons that Pyromancer is really cool, I mean, obviously Pyromancer is the only class that starts at Soul Level 1, so it's the only one you can do a Soul Level 1 run with. But it's also quite lucky that it's the Pyromancer, because the Pyromancer has pyromancies, you know, hence the name, that are really effective without any scaling involved. So you don't actually have to worry about leveling up your stats in order to get reasonable damage with things. I just screwed up so many of those inputs there. I was supposed to quit that and then just run past this guy. And oh, it was going to be great. There we go. Here in the opening, I am just going to be trying to kind of speed through everything, because I'm completely enamored with both the challenge run and speed run communities for this game, and I kind of want to get in a little bit, maybe on a lower level, because obviously I'm not going to be as skilled as like a Elajaz or a Lobos Jr. or even a Latovsky, but who knows? Maybe I can get a Soul Level 1 run done. Almost certainly, I feel. I'm not bad at this game. I'm not amazing at this game, but I'm not bad at it. Okay. Let's wait for you to get through here. Whee! No, the big punish. I shouldn't even be killing these. I really don't need to. I just need to juke around them so that I can get to the fog wall. Ah, well. What's done is done. 320 damage, don't mind if I do. 320 no scope. And now it is time to throw fireballs into the Asylum demon until it gives us the Pilgrim key. Yeah. And then we get to get out of here. Bye-bye. So that was the first boss of the game. A lot of the bosses, if I have my way, and if I happen to manage to set up my build in the way that I am trying to set up my build, will be very similar to that. That's the general goal, at least. So we're leaving here with 2,184 souls, which means I didn't kill one of the... Oh, right, I ran past one of the hollows. Right, cool. I rest here so that I can get just a couple more Estus flasks, since that bonfire is already kindled, so it gives me 10 Estus flasks rather than 5. I'm just going to make a few trips around here to pick up items that are particularly important. In fact, there's literally actually only one that I'm picking up right now. And for anyone that's seen a speedrun of this game, it's going to be particularly obvious that I am going for the Homeward Bones ability to teleport back to the last bonfire at which I'd rested. I could pick up a couple large souls of lost undead, which you can consume in order to get a bunch of souls. We are going to need a lot of souls for this run. That is worth noting. We're going to need a lot. But it's not going to be that difficult for us to get them. There's a couple of early bosses that we can pick off without much difficulty. The big sticking point for this run occurs when you get to Quelaag. Quelaag, whatever you want to say. Because she is entirely fire immune, which makes, you know, a pyromancer fighting her just a little bit sad. Thankfully, we have plans for her. This is going to be a pretty standard pyro route. So if you've seen challenge runs before, or rather if you've seen soul level 1's runs before, it is going to be very, very recognizable. There's a route that I was considering where you actually get egg-headed and get Ingi. This is inside baseball talk. There's a route where you get egg-headed and you get Ingi to upgrade your stuff for you. But I'm not going to be going with that one. So whenever I see like a large soul pickup that I can just get easily without diverting my path, I'll totally go for it. It's pretty obvious where I'm going right now to anyone that's, again, seen runs like this before, or even seen my first series. I'm going to go get the Grasscrest shield. And this is because medium shields in this game do not have significantly worse parry frames than smaller shields like bucklers. So the Grasscrest is going to still be fine for parrying enemies. But then on top of that, it's going to provide us with additional stamina regeneration, and it has way higher physical block than the cracked round shield that I'm currently holding. Ooh, that was nasty. You almost got me with that one. Okay. Up and to my left, there's the red tearstone ring. If you're below 10% of your maximum HP, you deal 50% extra damage. It is ridiculous. I don't know if I'm going to go for it. Probably will. We'll see. We'll see. It's all going to depend on how this Black Knight goes. If this Black Knight kills me after I get the Grasscrest, whatever. I'll just respawn back at base. And I'll start my run. I will lose 2,184 souls, but it's not really that much in the grand scheme of things. We're going to lose way more souls than that over the course of the run. Oh, way too early. Extremely way too early. 420, no parry. All right, let's get a backstab. Start the damage chain off. The only reason I really want to fight this guy is to... well, I mean, first off, kind of demonstrate some level of prowess that I'm going to, you know, immediately squander by being bad. But also because the Titanite chunk that we could get would be really handy. There we go. Parry number the first. Okay, that was a partial parry, unfortunately. Backstab. I really wanted to kick him off the cliff, but I'm unfortunately not really positioning him correctly. There we go, another backstab. We're just gonna bully this guy for a while. Beautiful. Unfortunately, if you want to kick him off the cliff, it pretty much has to be backstabs. Parries don't really do it. You don't get much distance. Okay. Beautiful again. Yeah, we're pretty much just going to punish the ever-loving hell out of him here. Uh-oh. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. I am so bad against that specific attack. I always think it's coming a lot earlier than it does. I really don't mean to be backstab fishing this guy, but he makes it so easy. Beautiful. And goodbye forever, halberd-wielding Black Knight. We actually got the Black Knight halberd. This would be... Oh man, this could be a really interesting run if we decided to suddenly make it not a soul level 1 run, because we cannot wield that weapon right now. Let's have a look at it. It is 32 strength and 18 dex. I mean, I think we have 8 dex and 12 strength. So pretty much the only weapons that we can really go for are the Bandit's Axe, the Reinforced Club, obviously our default weapon right here. Because I successfully got that, I'm going to go for the Red Tearstone Ring. Alright, we got screwed there. But we're still going to get away with it. Okay, we got screwed because one of them pushed us into the line of fire for another one's lightning, but we still managed to get in. Basically, what you have to do there is you have to fake the wrong direction, so they start their lightning in the wrong direction from where you're actually intending to run. Okay. Usually by this point, I would have at least killed 2 bosses, but I really did need to quickly set up and get some stuff. So, speaking of setting up, let's actually get the Tearstone Ring active. And let's start the run. If you don't like NPC cruelty, I beg you to look away at a couple different points. Because we're going to be murdering Solaire. It's entirely likely that in this run, we take the Chaos Servant path. And that is to say, we unlock the shortcut that the Chaos Servant Covenant allows you to open by giving it 30 humanity. So that we don't have to fight the Centipede Demon, because the Centipede Demon is actually like another really, really rough part of this run. Backstab fishing for days. Got him. That said, we're about to be swamped with enemies, so I should probably backstab fish and then get the hell out of here. Drink this Estus. Now I can take them out if I'd like. Oh, no, wait, they can't even get down here. Beautiful. Speaking of NPC cruelty, it is time to purchase the weapon we are going to be using for the entirety of the run, the Reinforced Club.
Thank you kindly.
I did purchase that, right? I don't think I even lost my soul. No, I purchased it. Beautiful. And if you don't like NPC cruelty, please look away.
Gone mad, have you? Oh, why me? Little...
Well,
you...
I gotta be honest, it's because of the residence key and the humanity. And also that I don't need you after this point. You've outlived your usefulness to me, friend. And friend is still a little bit strained as I say it about you. We're obviously not going to take the Uchikatana. We don't need to. Okay. Time to go kill the Taurus demon. I forgot that that's there. No! Let me through! Let me through! Bad things will happen if you do not let me through. Alright. Similarly, I'm actually gonna wait on these guys. And use the jumping R2. Or rather, the running R2. Okay, we got a firebomb. Cool. That's the residence key opening this door for us. So that we can get... Gold pine resin. This is going to be what is actually going to help us through a lot of the things that we need to deal with later. I'm actually going to fight these. Usually I would run straight past them and go to the Taurus Demon, but I'm going to get the blue Tearstone Ring just as a safety strat. Because I actually don't need to be that fast. Like, this isn't supposed to be a speed run. This is just supposed to be the Soul Level 1 run. Hey, I actually got a humanity out of killing you. Beautiful. Okay. Walk up and backstab. Nope. But I'll still just parry you. Whammo. What? Nice try. If you get out of the way and just let me take it, I would let you live. But you're not doing that, are you? Why aren't you? This is a mistake on you. This is all on you. You could have lived. It's also worth saying we do want that Titanite chunk. We're going to be focusing on upgrading very heavily as soon as possible. Because if we can't get any of our damage from scaling, we're going to have to get a lot of it from the weapons. Upgrading. Sorry, I'm trying to think whether or not I go down and kill Havel right now. I mean, I could. Too large. Too large. Too large. Hey, we got too large. This is a blessed run. Okay. Equip the gold pine resin. I probably shouldn't even use it in this fight. In fact, I'm not going to. I need to save the gold pine resin for Quelaag. Because that's going to be the fight where my pyromancy is absolutely useless. Beautiful. Let's get down here, roll across, and start getting ready for the fight that we're about to get in. Second boss of the game, Taurus Demon. Hello. Damn it! Alright. I usually wouldn't get in this fight, but he did the Stippy Stomps, which staggered me. And the Steppy Stomps is when he's just standing on top of you, and he walks a little bit. And that walking happens to hit you. Whee! I mean, I could just fight him close range from now on, but if I can get him to this point, I can now just hit him with the rest of the pyromancy. Beautiful. Staggered him mid-air. That's insane. I love it. Alright. And hot crotch. Bye forever. Second boss down. See if we can get a third boss down in this meantime. Hang on. Gargoyles. Yeah, I could get to gargoyles and finish them before 30 minutes. Not even that difficult, to be fair. Alright. Avert your eyes, praises of the sun. It is murder time. Alright, hang on 1 second. Just quick drink this. No, don't mind me, don't mind me. I didn't make an attempt on you. It is murder time.
Stubborn beast you be, I have no choice. A warrior of the sun will not just sit and take it. Hurrah!
Hurrah! And sorry about that, Soul Air.
Why you? How could this?
I mean, you have humanity. I really want it. You also have 1,000 souls on you. Not an inconsiderable amount. Probably not worth, you know, murdering one of the most beloved characters in the entire franchise over. Definitely worth more than literally nothing. As a safety strat, I'm going to go down here and kick down the entrance to the previous bonfire. You can see the previous bonfires down there. We are going to be using the Altar of Lights bonfire. Hang on. Cool. We didn't have fast roll anymore. We're going to need fast roll for this run. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait here for a bit to try and get you to come down. Come on, step on the bridge. On the bridge, buddy. There we go. I go straight through here, pick up this soul on my way, and then get the bonfire. Hell yes. Easy rest, and let's go. Again, that rest is a safety strat. I probably didn't even need to do it. There's a great sword wielder up the top that I could go kill right now, but again, probably don't need to. So partial parries are when the attacks that you're receiving don't deal full damage because you were very close to parrying it, or it's an unparryable attack and you parry it when you would have taken damage. Okay. You stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Got him. Whee! I just wanted him to get killed by the door. Now, since we have the master key, we're actually in a really good position in that I am not going to have to go through pretty much the rest of this area. No! I missed my timing. Gotta get better at these parries, damn. Alright. Come on. Baldenite, please. What? I swear! Like, it feels like that should be when the parry timing is. Alright. Come on. Really? Just gonna stand still? That's a bad move, my dude. These guys can have Titanite shards on them, which is why I'm not entirely averse to murdering them. Speaking of murdering them, hello. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. Much smoother that time. I'm just gonna fight you so that you don't come up behind me while I'm trying to fight someone else. When I get in the rhythm of it and I can actually hit the parries, I'll feel a lot better. You saw that that happened earlier with the Black Knight. It's just, I guess I've got to wait for that to happen with all of the other enemies. Going reasonably against the Hollows so far, though. Mind. I'm dead. I will kill all of these because there's another enemy in this specific area that I'm going to be killing so that I can get my first Titanite shard. Come on. Out here, buddy. This guy has a really, really long leash range, so he'll come fight us pretty much wherever we go. As most classes, I would just parry the ever-loving hell out of this dude, but the Pyro uniquely does a ridiculous amount of damage to him. Okay, let's also get a Firekeeper's Soul. And it's time to upgrade our weapon. Now, we don't have any of the Ascended Embers or anything like that, so we can only upgrade our weapon to +5 at the moment. But upgrading the weapon to +5, and like, I don't want to have to use Gold Pine against the gargoyles, but at the same time, they can be a really rough fight if you don't. I don't want to use my Gold Pine against the gargoyles because I want to use my Gold Pine against Gaping Dragon and Quelaag. Obviously, Quelaag being the priority there. Right. We will purchase 8 of these because you need 9 Titanite shards total to upgrade an item out of its own Titanite range. So 2 and then 3. Beautiful.
Where are you off to?
Ooh, hang on. Actually, I don't need the weaponsmithing box from you. Alright. So we've got a +5 weapon at the moment. It's pretty good right now. If we had... Because we do have 2 normal Titanite... or rather, 2 large Titanite pieces. If we did happen to have the very large Ember at this point, we would actually be able to ascend our weapon, which would be awesome for us. I'm going to kill all of these because otherwise they can come up behind you while you're fighting a Boulder Knight in a hallway that we're about to go down. And it can be really sad and make you a frowny dude for a whole day about it. Come on. It is very important to me that I kill these gargoyles right now. 3 bosses in the first episode. It's good pace. Making good pace. Okay, good. Unfortunately, we do have to use one of our Estus before we even get to the main enemy of here. Alright, run, 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 run. No! Whew! Okay. Those enemies get buffed by the Channeler, so they can absolutely destroy you. Thankfully, we only got clipped by 1, and it wasn't a particularly important one. Okay. Gold Pine ready. Let's go, gargoyles. Just me and you, pals. Buff the weapon, 2-hand the weapon, run forwards. I really don't like fighting these guys with lock-on. Okay, cut off your tail instantly. Stagger. Stagger. Kill. Beautiful. Uh-huh. And you are so dead. Goodbye, Bell Gargoyle. Time to get that first Bell of Awakening. 20 humanities pick up as well. Don't mind if I do. I'm probably gonna go the path of ascending my reinforced club into chaos, which means that I am going to need to have a lot of humanity, because chaos then scales with how many humanity you have. Yeah, I forgot to change back to the Homeward Bone. Let's go. Beautiful. Since I'm playing a low HP, low stamina, low equip load, you can see where I'm going with this character, I am actually going to go back to the area that I just ran through, and I'm going to clear out the Channeler and all of that, just so that I can free Lautrec, Knight Lautrec of Karim, who I am then also going to brutally murder, although I can't imagine anyone feels too bad about that, because Lautrec himself is a murderer. So if anything, it's just desserts. Alright, if you're cool, you'll just stay there. Nope, you immediately tried to start running after me. That's just rude. Alright. Unfortunately, we still don't have our Pyromancy 2. Ah, I forgot about you. I actually legitimately forgot that he was there. Thankfully, still didn't take damage to him. Love the ragdolls in this game. Alright. Let's bait all of these out. Beautiful. I'm gonna dodge those soul arrows, actually. Thank you very much. Or not. Maybe I don't. Okay. These have a little bit of AoE to them, which is why I'm throwing them. Beautiful. think that's almost all of them. Absolute hallway of death there. I love it. Go through here quickly just to pick up a little bit more soul. So when I actually want to be using those as currency, I'll just pop them all. For the moment, I don't need it, though. Alright. Beautiful. I'm actually finally able to parry the Boulder Knights. Used to be able to do that just sleeping. It was insane. It was good fun. There's also a humanity out here that I am going to want to pick up. He escaped? I didn't even have to free him? Shit, where am I going to find him then? See, usually I do that before I do the gargoyles, but this time I didn't. And that's my bad. Alright. Let's get back to the Undead Parish so that we can rest at the bonfire and say, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Dark Souls 1. This is a soul level 1 run with the Pyromancer. Things are going so well so far. We've taken no deaths. We've got a lot of humanity and a lot of souls to work with. Quelaag is probably going to deliver to me my first death. But until then, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we will see you next time, Gwendolyn.